I'd like to talk about what your time requests mean, and rather than a big intro, I want to discuss 4 time requests that you might make. One is no time request. No time request is the one we hope you give us, because it makes our job easier when we go to schedule and we're crossing all these variables and this team needs here and this team needs here. Variables cross and it becomes very difficult the more requests that come in from different teams to actually put together not only a schedule, but one that has parity and one that matches the requests. So please select no request. Your advantage is not that great, but there's one small advantage in that you'll probably get one extra home game. Why? Because we're not working your home game around your time request. Each variable that occurs makes it more and more difficult. So if you request, Columbia Christian School on 92nd Gleason, and you say we have no time requests, you'll probably get an extra game there because you're giving us a bigger window to work with each week when we look to place you. So again, the benefit is probably one extra home game. The downfall is you didn't put a time request in, so we're going to put you wherever. The earliest possible you'd ever play on a weeknight is 6:35 p.m. That's the earliest, and it's rare. It's usually 6:45. And the latest you'd ever play in the range of times is 9:25 p.m. Those are the ranges. Again, 6:45 to 9:25. So if you put none, that's your range that you'll kind of pop in and out of. The second time request is when you say needs late. If you put needs late in the drop down, that's what you select. Good news, you'll always play late. Why? It's not a desired time to play, and if you want to take it, we'll give it to you, because that just means some other teams have to go there less. So that's the rare one where if you request it, you got it. You can say needs late and you'll get late. In the third request would be wants early. Wants early is a tricky one. Wants early you will not be guaranteed to get, because everybody wants early, 90% of teams. So you request it, you hope for it, and we'll read it, and when we schedule we see wants early right next to your team, so when we're scheduling we'll do it as much as we can. But again, your game times will range between 6:45 and 9:25, with of course our understanding that you want early. There's a fourth and new time request called needs early. If you select needs early on the drop down, there'll be an explanation, but I'm explaining it now, that needs early is a agreement between you and the league. It's a give and take agreement. We will give you all games at 7:55, basically 8 o'clock, 7:55 and below. Now that sounds attractive. That's the give. But the take, because we can't just give you that, it doesn't work logistically. We have to get something back. The take is that we're going to take from you, we're going to ask you to play 2 games at 5:45 or 6, not 2 games each, but 1:45 and 1:06. In other words, you got to sacrifice a little bit. If you want early, you got to get in there nice and early so that you're helping us as well, because we can't get everybody at 7. We're limited in those gym times. So again, your choices are none, needs late, wants early, or needs early. But again, needs early has the asterisk there that you are willing to play 2 of your 7 games at 5:45 or 6. But the other games will occur somewhere in normal game times, but not to exceed that 8 o'clock one. So what we describe it as is your other games will be 6:35 or 6:45 or 7 or 7:30 or 7:55. They'll all be in the 7s or earlier. So be careful if you request needs early. And the reason why we can't have everybody put needs early without that early game is otherwise the whole league would request that. This allows us to filter who truly needs early, because if you truly need early, like you're trading stocks or everybody's got to be home by 7, then you truly should be able to get to a gym by 5:45. Do we expect a lot of teams to take this? No, we probably expect just a handful, 3 or 4 that qualify for that or want that or agree to that, per night.